What's up guys, it's Lord Botha here with another video, and we have a scumbags in gaming industry story to bring you. This comes to us from Insider Gaming exclusive. 1010 Games employees offered no severance, layoffs happened while on holiday, and more. The story behind the recent layoffs at 1010 Games is more than just the case of simple restructuring. Insider Gaming has spoken to multiple sources who have provided new details about what led to the layoffs at the Funko Fusion developer, what they were told, and more. According to those who spoke under the condition of anonymity, staff at the studio found out about the layoffs in mid-January and that there would be at least 19 jobs at risk. Those who were being let go were told by management they would be, quote, fully supported through this process, including assistance with finding more work. Insider Gaming was told that hasn't happened yet. Dang, they couldn't even help them with that executive guy from Tencent's list. Just put them on there and see if he can Craigslist them into another gaming studio. As far as those let go, some were on holiday, which the company had encouraged them to take. After being told while out of work, those let go were still expected to attend consultation meetings at the given time. That included those that happened to be abroad in different time zones. So they were telling employees, hey, you're being let go, but you still have to attend our mandatory meetings. In most industries, if you told somebody to do that, they'd tell you to just kick rocks, and they just wouldn't show up to the meetings. But my guess is that they were probably holding some kind of carrot over their heads to make them attend the meetings. One source said, quote, management seemed very keen to wrap up the process quickly, and despite saying that they were fully open to suggestions and feedback, none of it has been taken on board. Once layoffs were finalized, meetings wrapped with those affected by the end of January. In those meetings, Insider Gaming learned that they were told that there would be no real severance package. What they received was what was called, quote, the bare legal minimum that included notice periods and payment in lieu of any unused holiday time. As mentioned above, holiday time was encouraged to be used over the holiday season. Many of those spoken to believe that the company knew they were going to be holding these layoffs and wanted to avoid paying it out after the fact. So yeah, they didn't want to pay lump sums to these people for the holiday time that they didn't take. So they were telling people, hey, go ahead and take your vacation time. You need to take your vacation time before we fire you. That way, they didn't have to pay these people any severance. They didn't have to pay these people any lump sum holiday time they didn't take. And they basically could fire them without giving them pretty much anything. So why were there layoffs? Well, sources say that Funko Fusion was a, quote, complete commercial and critical failure. Because of the poor performance of the game, the studio has failed to secure funding for more than one future project as of now. That led to lower level staffing being told that there, quote, isn't enough work to give the whole team. And here's the problem. If all that stuff was true and they had to lay off people because the game they produced was absolute dog water and they couldn't afford to keep people on because they didn't get enough funding to make more games to require the amount of staff that they had, I can understand the layoffs. But being super shady about the layoffs, not being as transparent as they probably could have been, then giving them no severance deal, then also pretty much, pressuring employees to take their vacation time just so you don't have to pay out that vacation time in a lump sum when you fire those people. Yeah, that's a little scumbaggy. It definitely would raise the eyebrows of a lot of labor relations people here in the United States. So this studio should probably be very thankful that nobody's tried to unionize. Anyway, there's definitely a better route they could have taken to handle this situation, and they could have done right by their employees, but something tells me that they're so strapped for cash, they probably had to act like scumbags just to pinch as many pennies as they could. So yeah, that's definitely the sign of a healthy studio, right? Anyway, like it said, Funko Fusion was a critical and financial failure. I highly doubt that the next game produced by this studio is going to be anything of a great success. I don't even know what they're working on. My guess is I probably won't be picking up. My guess is a lot of people probably aren't going to pick it up. So if I were the people that still worked at 1010 Games, I would also be looking into potentially moving on or finding somewhere else to, land my feet when the studio probably eventually closes. But those are just my thoughts on all this. If you have your own thoughts, go ahead and leave them in the comments. If you liked this video, go and like, share, and subscribe. If you didn't like this video, I appreciate you watching all of it. We'll talk to you again later.